How to buy a boutique guitar amplifier. A buyer's guide to recognizing some good and bad business practices. There are pros and cons to buying anything on the web. This presentation is created for those who may be searching the web for a boutique guitar amplifier. It's intended as a guideline, not a rule book, and is not intended to discredit any amp builder out there, but instead create a more pleasurable buying experience. Some of the best boutique amp builders may not follow all these guidelines to a T, and that may be okay. However, if you see more gotchas than positives, perhaps it's time you continue your tone quest. So, you've done some research and have maybe read a few things as to how great that amp you're itching to buy is, but have you really done all your homework? There are some phenomenal amp builders out there of both large and small scale. They may be building that amp with all the features and sound you were looking for, but you can't discredit the other side of your purchasing decision: how they run their business. Since the late 90s, the rise of boutique amp builders has increased exponentially, but many have also gone out of business. To ensure your purchasing decision is backed up with warranty, is serviceable, and will actually be delivered to you, you need to start digging a little deeper and ask some questions. How long has the company been in business? An amp builder may have been doing it for 20 years, or so they say, but how long have they been running the show? Remember, engineering experience is not business experience. Compare the amount of time a builder has been in business versus the amount of feedback you can gather about them on the web. Visit sites such as harmonycentral.com, there's your URL, or go to any guitar forums and see what they might have to say about any particular amp that you're looking for. Do they accept major credit cards, or are all purchases via cash or PayPal? In the event of a dispute between you and the merchant, many credit card companies will offer buyer protection. If a merchant has too many complaints against them via the credit card companies, they will no longer be able to accept credit cards as a method of payment. PayPal is convenient for transferring funds, but keep in mind there's only a 45-day dispute policy from when the purchase transaction is completed. For example, if you made a purchase and paid in full, and it takes 6 to 8 weeks to build your amp, and then on the 10th week, the boutique amp builder tells you to go take a hike. Yeah, it happens. You have zero recourse through PayPal. What are their prices as compared to the competition? Sometimes you get lucky and you find the bargain of a lifetime, but odds are you get what you pay for. It's great you could save a few $100s versus the competition, but every business has expenses. Sometimes the premium you pay is not only in build quality, but also in business quality. Being charged a competitive price for an amp may be the difference between that business being around next year or not. Have there been any magazine articles written about their products? This is not a showstopper, but it helps you know what some professionals really think of the product. The writer of the article has a level of trust in what the amp builder is doing. There has been a buzz about the builder's products, which have been deemed worthy of a writer and/or editor's attention. Boutique amp builders usually have a limited advertising budget. For magazines, that means there's less bias towards writing a positive commentary based on that magazine's advertising revenue. Are there any professionals using and/or endorsing their amps? Lack of a professional using and/or endorsing the amp builder's products should not be a showstopper either. But it is an indicator your amp builder has been hustling to get his or her products heard, and someone besides a weekend or bedroom warrior who has been making music for a living really digs it. If someone in the business is using the amp, how long have they been using it? Are the endorsers on the website? Did you Google effectively? When Googling the amp builder, be sure to include the word complaints with the amp builder's company or proprietor name. I cannot stress enough how adding one word to a web search can uncover a world of difference. Go online and check the Better Business Bureau. There is the URL. check their overall rating and see if there have been any complaints. Check the guitar amp reviews at Harmony Central. There's the URL. Before reading through all the reviews of that manufacturer and their products, do this exercise first. Go through each product that manufacturer has an entry for. Sum up the amount of reviews that have been created. Compare the sum of the reviews versus the number of years the builder has been in business. If they tell you they've been in business for 20 years and there are less than half that amount of reviews, chances are they asked you to bend over first before they could blow smoke up your ass. Humor.